friends and brethren of the United Six Nations, we, who are deputed from the government of Maryland, by a commission under the great seal of that province, now in our hands, and which will be interpreted to you, bid you welcome, and in token, that we are very glad to see you here as brethren, we give you this string of wampum.
Yo-ha.
When the governor of Maryland received the first notice, about 7 years ago, of your claim to some lands in that province, he thought our good friends and brethren of the Six Nations had little reason to complain of any injury from Maryland, and that they would be so well convinced thereof, on farther deliberation, as he should hear no more of it. But you spoke of that matter again, to the governor of Pennsylvania, about 2 years since, as if you designed to terrify us. It was very inconsiderately said by you, that you would do yourselves justice, by going to take payment yourselves. Such an attempt would have entirely dissolved the chain of friendship subsisting, not only between us, but perhaps the other English and you. We assure you our people, who are numerous, courageous, and have arms ready in their hands, will not suffer themselves to be hurt in their lives and estates. But, however, the old and wise people of Maryland immediately met in council, and upon considering very coolly your rash expressions, agreed to invite their brethren, the Six Nations, to this place, that they might learn of them what right they have to the land in Maryland, and, if they had any, to make them some reasonable compensation for it. Therefore the governor of Maryland has sent us to meet, and treat with you about this affair, and the brightening, and strengthening the chain which hath long subsisted between us. And as an earnest of our sincerity and goodwill towards you, we present you with this belt of wampum.
Yo-ha.
Our great King of England and his subjects have always possessed the province of Maryland, free and undisturbed from any claim of the Six Nations, for above 100 years past, and your not saying anything to us before, convinces us you thought you had no pretense to any lands in Maryland, nor can we yet find out to what lands, or under what title, you make your claim, for the Susquehanna Indians, by a treaty above 90 years since, which is on the table, and will be interpreted to you, give, and yield to, the English nation, their heirs and assigns forever, the greatest part, if not all, of the lands we possess, from Patuxent River, on the western, as well as from Choptank River, on the eastern side of the Great Bay of Chesapeake. And, near 60 years ago, you acknowledged to the governor of New York at Albany, that you had given your lands, and submitted yourselves, to the King of England. We are that great king's subjects, and we possess, and enjoy the province of Maryland by virtue of his right, and sovereignty thereto. Why, then, will you stir up any quarrel between you and ourselves, who are as one man, under the protection of that great king? We need not put you in mind of the treaty, which we suppose you have had from your fathers, made with the province of Maryland, near 70 years ago, and renewed and confirmed twice since that time. By these treaties we became brethren. We have always lived as such, and hope always to continue so. We have this further to say, that although we are not satisfied of the justice of your claim to any lands in Maryland, yet we are desirous of showing our brotherly kindness and affection, and to prevent, by any reasonable way, every misunderstanding between the province of Maryland and you, our brethren of the Six Nations. For this purpose we have brought hither a quantity of goods for our brethren the Six Nations, and which will be delivered you, as soon as we shall have received your answer, and made so bright and large a fire as may burn pure and clear, whilst the sun and moon shall shine. We have now freely and openly laid our bosoms bare to you, and that you may be the better confirmed of the truth of our hearts, we give you this belt of wampum.
Yo-ha. Brother, the governor of Maryland, we have heard what you have said to us, and, as you have gone back to old times, we cannot give you an answer now, but shall take what you have said into consideration, and return your answer sometime tomorrow. Brother, the governor of Maryland, if you have made any inquiry into Indian affairs, you will know that we have always had our guns, hatchets and kettles mended when we came to see our brethren. Brother Onis, and the governor of York always do this for us, and we give you this early notice, that we may not thereby be delayed, being desirous, as well as you, to give all possible dispatch to the business to be transacted between us.
Very well. Since it is customary, we would give orders to have everything belonging to you mended that should want it,